Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to more Isaac. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I don't know why I went to these. I don't know why I went to any of those. ESQ2. Something I can't read. RE460. D64. I don't know, I can't read those. We're gonna try out Adam today. This time we're gonna go the full episode on Adam. Adam doesn't have the apple. I don't know if maybe that's because I don't. they're poop bats. Okay. That's dumb. Yeah, so we're gonna try it out today. Thank you guys for the support you guys have shown the Isaac series. It's very helpful. There will be more videos, different videos coming out as well. I have a pretty meaty backlog of, I don't know. I've talked about this before, but like, I think we're coming up on about 10 videos. Right now, I've got my backlog out. So, pretty happy with that. Alright, cool. I was skiing. I just need to get the thumbnails done for them, which is my weakest subject as far as YouTube as a whole. That's not true. Probably reaching out to other content creators, because you know what? Let's get you guys' feedback on that. How do you feel about collaborations? As like watching them, not how to do them. I'm curious. Personally, I like collaborations so long as that doesn't consume everything. That makes sense. I can definitely get down with a good old collaboration. And, you know, so long as it doesn't consume and it's like every single video on a channel has to be a collaboration. Because while, like, a good example is, or would be, like Northern Lion for a long time. I liked a lot of the collaborations he would do with his team, I guess I'll call them. However you want to word it. The people he worked with, like Rockley Smile, Alpaca Patrol, Michael A.L. Fox. He does a lot more of them now than he used to. Mostly on stream, but like the Golden Goblet stuff, Rhapsody, or Rhapsody Plays, I guess is his actual name. But Rhapsody and Rito from Retromation, all of them. And I'm sure like PewDiePie and Cry did collaborations. The Completionist does collaborations with like Catechirus and stuff. There's a lot of collaborations, like a lot of them. But especially, I'm talking mostly about, Let's Play collaborations, because obviously, if they're, like, heavily scripted videos or whatever, it's a different form of collaboration. Not better or worse, just different. Because one of my little goals, however you want to word it, is I kind of would like to create my own little team like those people have. Like the NLSS team and everything like that. Because it's basically, as a content creator, literally what could be better than hanging out with like-minded individuals who share the same passion for like what games they want to play, like all that stuff. Like, that's awesome. Obviously, there's a degree of, like, if you're on my channel, probably you want to watch me. And that's why it won't become, like, a mass thing. And while I do like playing with just my friends, they don't help me grow. Not their fault. Like, it's not that like, they're actively hurting me, just they're not YouTubers. I don't have any YouTuber friends. I had one, and he decided to stop doing YouTube. And now he won't talk to me at all. I don't know why. He never even explained it, but I believe what actually happened is he finished his degree, which was in, like, robotics or something, and... Okay, neat. He's just, like, if... My own assumptions, I think he's just crushing it at life now, because he was working some kind of crap jobs. Not trying to insult him, but they weren't, like, major well-paying jobs, and I think now that he's gotten, or finished his degree, he can get into the much better, bigger jobs, so. Neat tune. So I wish him the best. I don't know why he doesn't communicate at all. But that's fine, he doesn't have to, if he doesn't want to. I think it's been, like, over 2 years since I last spoke with him. It's Dustin Lint. He's been on the he's probably in, like, 20, 30 videos, if not more. And, his channel hasn't had a new upload in a long time. The only thing I know is he's not... I guess it's technically not true, but for argument's sake, no harm has come to him, because I still see him, like, playing games online. So. I know, like, one of the little, nasty jokes about the internet is, like, I could die and you'll never know the difference, or you'll never know. Because, unless someone, especially at my level, being a little babby person, like, if PewDiePie died, someone would know. But, for like what level I'm at, maybe I could have tried to get it over there. If I disappeared, most people would think I just quit. Not the wrong way to think. Give me damage. I don't know what I got, so I'm just gonna take this and leave. I should have grabbed this. That was a mistake. Yeah, but, and I'm not trying to be cold to any of you. I believe there are at least some of the viewers out there who do, like, genuinely care. And if you don't, that's fine. You don't have to. Just appreciate the fact you're watching anything I'm making. But, yeah, it's, obviously you won't know if you're not given the information, so the most, you know, quote-unquote most likely one is that they just quit. Because even on YouTube, which I know isn't, you know... I'll hold off on that. It's not a good thing. I've done it many times, is I just go silent. Because, in particular, I get, like, a little embarrassed when I keep taking, like, extra time to myself. And I know most people don't blame me for it. But I know there are people who do. Or not necessarily, like, they blame me, but they just... They're, like, why do you need to take this time? It's not like your job's hard or whatever. Okay, I actually did have one person bring that up, but it was only one person, so... It's not like I've had a bunch of people say that, but... And I am looking at like, a darker side of people's response to things. But... The #1 reason you're here watching this video is because you want to watch the video. Even if it's because you want to watch me play the game, so you want to watch the video, you want to watch video. So, if I'm not making videos, you'll leave. And I don't blame you. There are plenty of channels out there that I've left. Like, I've unsubscribed. They're not making what I want to watch. Like, an example is Team 4-Star. I unsubscribed from them because they're done with the Abridged series. Just nothing wrong with that, just I don't like their solo content, or however you want to word it. I wanted to watch, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And the other Abridged things that they did. If they... And I don't think they're ever going to do abridging again, Because genuinely abridging is a, like, dangerous thing to get into, because copyright sucks. But, yeah, they're not doing what I want to see anymore, so you just stop. So if I'm not releasing literally anything, you don't want to watch that. And with my excuse of, like, life is getting in the way, sucks. Have you tried fixing it? Just not letting life get in the way? Obviously, there are, you know, different things people would be more sympathetic about, but the lack of communication doesn't help at all. If I don't tell you that videos are going to be delayed, or, like, let's say, I send out a message and I'm like, hey guys, I lost my internet for 3 months, so in 3 months videos will come back. Just an example. Then people could be like, okay, well, understand that he can do literally nothing about it. Maybe I'll come back in 3 months because he's given a date. But if I just stop releasing them, a lot of people will be like, oh, he quit YouTube. Because 3 months is a very, very long time not to be making anything. And I think in the past I have done that. And I'm trying to work on it. I haven't set up, like, hard schedules and stuff. I know I just went 2 days without an Isaac. Sorry, 2 days without any video. I don't care about... Not, again, saying we watches Isaac. Thank you very much. I'm very, very, very thankful. But I'm not so obsessed with I've only, like... Oh, you haven't released an Isaac episode, but you released 10 other videos. Like, in my opinion, who cares? You released 10 others. There's something out there. Is that what everyone wants to watch? No, but there's something at least. People aren't, like, just sitting in the dark, like, is he even continuing? Like, I mentioned Cry before. I think Cry made a video 6 months ago saying he was going to continue making videos, and he never made another video. He live streams all the time, which is cool. I just don't want to watch him on Twitch. Because he streams, he does late night stuff, which is fine. I just don't watch it. I don't watch a lot of Twitch. So he disappeared and he never said anything. He has his reasons, absolutely. And then he said something like 6 months later, which is fine. I'm not faulting him. I'm just using that as an example of, like, his reach is much bigger than mine. Sorry, he never said anything on YouTube. I almost refused to accept the fact he didn't say anything on Twitch. Because if he literally never said anything, people would never stop harassing him about it. Because I think he had like 1 million plus subscribers, or like 800,000. He had a lot. So people would have definitely pestered him to the point where he would have to have done something. Or sorry, not he has to, because that, like, demanding people to do things is always a dangerous situation. But I'm certain he would have done something. So, but that's just an example of. That was a beautiful sound. Good lord. Oh. But that's just an example of, like, keeping people in the dark can be a bad thing. Because I legitimately thought he quit. I usually keep people subscribed for a long time, even if they haven't made anything, just because it's not, like, jamming up my sub feed. Because there's just nothing. It's just another channel I'm subscribed to. 'Cause I'm only subscribed to, like, 23 channels, I think. 29 channels, something like that. It's below 50. If I don't actively watch them, I don't subscribe to them. That's just me personally. I'm not telling anyone that that's how they should or shouldn't do it. That's just how I handle subscriptions. Because I always go into my subscription feed, so I don't want to have to dig through like 40 videos. I was talking with one of my friends, hanging out at his house, and it was atrocious, in my opinion, because he was subscribed to over 1,000 channels. And he never watched any of them. He only used the YouTube recommended or looked up their name directly. So, while he has every right to do that, I'm not saying he doesn't. I just think that's atrocious. Get on my high horse. You doggy! So, yeah. Why the hell do I never talk about the game and you people watch me? Thank you. I just realized, like, I think last Isaac episode or an Isaac episode before is like one of the very few episodes that I think I like just talked about the game. I don't know. How do you what do you guys think? Please leave me comments. Do you like the fact that I don't talk about the game at all? I don't even like, it's not like I sit down to play Isaac and I'm like, yo, I don't want to say anything about this fucking game. This game sucks. Obviously, I enjoy, I think this is episode 50. I wouldn't have done 50 if I don't like the game. Even if they're doing, like, particularly well, if I really don't enjoy something, I just quit. Not to be rude about it at all, but I don't make any money doing this, so I have, like, if I'm genuinely not having fun, I have no incentive to continue making this. Because while I'm very thankful to the people who are watching these, it's like 10 to 30 people, let's say, as opposed to like 5,000 and I'd be getting paid like 10 to 40 bucks per episode, or just an example. Because then I'm invested in it because I'm making capital. These, not so much. So I'm enjoying playing it. That's what I'm trying to get across. Like, and also if there was like 50 people watching it, maybe I would. Not saying there's like a magic number that'll make me record more of something I don't enjoy, but it would convince me more. Just like anything in life, we all have those like little limit thingies or whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know why. I guess it's because I've played so much Isaac that I genuinely just don't have anything left to say about the game, I guess. And maybe my mind's like stuck on streamer mode when it comes to Isaac, because I streamed almost literally all of my Isaac play. So maybe just when I play Isaac, I'm like, okay, I'm streaming. People don't want to hear me talk about the game, really, because Isaac's old as fuck. Game came out like 2014. No, you already know. You already know. I know playing mods is different, because I'm not saying I'm literally revolutionary, but maybe no one's played this mod before. Maybe I hit the Demon Baptism mod when it was like a week old and no one had checked it out yet. As an example. So people are like, yo, shut up, play the friggin' mod, dum-dum. And I'm like, you didn't leave me a comment, so I don't know that, so no! So that's, yeah. Anyway, what do you guys feel about, collaborations and stuff? This is, maybe this is like a far cry for me to ask. But if there's a content creator you watch and you would like to see me be reasonable here, I would love to hang out with like Rhapsody and Rito and Alexa and all that crew, but they're all at like 30,000 plus subscribers. Nothing against them. They're not going to want to collaborate with me. I have nothing to offer them. They get thousands of views. I get few views. I get what is the, I get couples of views. So, I wouldn't blame them. Also, a lot of the time they, like, let's just say they're like, hey, it's a new multiplayer game, and we want Ayumu to join. And I'm like, yeah, I can't buy the game. I would love to, but... So, but if there's a, like, small content creator you know of, and you would like to, you think that our personalities would mesh, message me the name of it, or comment. I don't give a crap if it's private or not, but let me know who they are, and then I could, like, watch their stuff and see if I think our personalities would mesh, and then message them, because what's the worst thing they're gonna say? No? I'd be asking, like, hey, do you want to do an Isaac race? As an example. I mean, I'll do an Isaac race. I don't... Excuse me, I don't mind doing that. I wouldn't have any problems with it, so... I genuinely just don't know how to find small... I don't know. Chocolate milk's not bad, but... I don't know. You can, you know, message me about it. Or a streamer. If you watch a streamer, because I do stream. I haven't done it recently, because I've been very busy with school. So I literally can't do anything if I'm busy with school, because OBS. Let's make sure we get that first. Bombs are key, that's pretty crappy, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so let me know. I do plan on getting back to my streaming. I actually streamed a couple days ago, but no one dropped by, which is fine. I'm not like, why don't you drop by to watch me? Because I didn't really... The number one thing is if you're not consistent, it's harder for people to, like, just drop by, who are, like, even followers and stuff, because they weren't expecting you to be streaming, so maybe they're just, you know, not there. Nope, don't want that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Because I feel I'm pretty personable. I can talk with just about anyone. I just had a... we're in a team assignment right now, and I just had, like, a... After our team concluded, I had, like, a 4-hour discussion with one of the members on just stuff in general. So... I can talk to anyone about anything, pretty much. So, you know, obviously it helps to have similar interests, because elsewise it just gets, like, I don't want to say that, but it just gets awkward. Because, like, if all they were interested in is sports, I can talk to you, but I don't know a damn thing about sports. Oni likes sports a lot, so I can talk to Oni about sports. I just will never really contribute anything, because I'm like, yes, the Stanley Cup, that is a hockey thing. Right? That's hockey? Because Oni likes sumo and stuff, so he's talked to me about it, and I'll listen. I don't have anything to say, but I'll listen. So, yeah. That's... I don't even know if I should be the one asking this, because, like, it's a little weird. It's like, yo, do your own research, dum-dum. I don't know why dum-dums become, like, my go-to thing. What is this? I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Yeah, so, cause I like collaborating on games. Like, we've done Duck Game. I think that was mostly on stream, but I've done Duck Game. I've done, Ultimate Chicken Horse. Literally, I think we did Racing Isaac was the first thing. Dustin reached out to me, and we did that. Then we did, like, some just dual commentary stuff. Like, we did, I think it's called the Yogg. I think it's what the game's called. But we did some of that. We did, like I've done with Josh. Not that he's a content creator. But we've done... Just gotta avoid these. Small knives. Cool. I'll come back for that. We did Super Metroid, where I was playing it and he was giving commentary. So, like, we've done stuff. Yeah, little knives. Awesome. And I don't even mind being... Okay, I'm not going to do it on my channel. I'm not going to be the one sitting out watching someone else play. But on their channel, I'll be the one who sits there and watches. It's not like I always have to be the center of attention with it. But on my channel, I'm going to be the one playing it. I think that makes sense. Or if we're releasing... I guess we could release it on both channels, and then I wouldn't mind it. Because then it's on both channels, so it'd be like the episodes where I'm the lead is on my channel, and the episode where... I don't like splitting them up between channels, to be honest. I know some people do that, but I don't like it. Just me personally. I know other YouTubers do it. Like a lot of Pokemon Randomizer people, they do episode 1 is on both channels, then it's 2 is on A and 3 is on B, and it cycles. I just don't like that personally. I think I actually did that with another... Yeah, I did that with another YouTuber who contacted me. We had a lot of problems with it. And I was... It was multiple things, so I'm not gonna just say it was one thing, 'cause it literally wasn't. But I was dissatisfied with the quality that they were producing for it. And I was like, just let me record everything then, and then we can put it up on your channel as well. And he was like, no, we gotta use my recording for this, and it was... I wasn't happy with the quality of it, so we dropped the series fairly quickly. Due to, one, we couldn't set up times to record properly. And it was, yeah, it was just like the audio was really bad. Because he does not have a strong computer, which I'm not blaming him at all. But he doesn't have a strong computer, so he couldn't, like, run the game. Or, like, when he was running the game, it would do, dip the audio quality on his end. Like, even me listening to it. And he wanted to, which is fine, he wanted to record the audio of the game separate, and I'm like, why don't we just record them together? So on my footage, I recorded the audio together, on his footage, he didn't, so we had to, he would have to edit his a lot before we could edit them together, because we were showing both screens at the same time. And it was, he was a good person to work with, it was just, literally his setup. And he's since quit YouTube as well, so. Or at least he told me he did. I don't know if I've checked his channel in a long time, but I haven't spoken with him in a while. Because he like got a good job, and it ate up most of the time he could do any recording stuff, and then he was like, I'm just not having fun with it, and I'm like, hey, more power to you, you should quit then. If you're not having fun with it anymore, there's no point in continuing. That's my philosophy on it. Like, it wasn't his primary source of income, so if you're not having fun, quit. There's nothing wrong with stopping. Shoot. And, yeah. I think I found him, like, on... Like, I found him on, like, Reddit. But it was difficult, because basically I posted, and I'm like, hey, I'm looking for people to collaborate with. And most of the channels I got hadn't released a video yet. And I'm like, really? So they hadn't released a video, and yet they still had, like, 400 subscribers. And I'm like, look, I do not want to be associated with you. Because you've just done follow for follow. Or sub for sub, follow for follow, whatever it is. Your reach means nothing. Not being rude or anything, but when you've... Like, the way you got there was just... Hey, I'll follow your channel if you follow mine, and then you wind up subscribing to, like, 600, 700, 1,000 channels. Your subscribers are meaningless. What the... Oh. Because it's the same thing, like, if I'm like, yeah, I have, $1,000 in a... That's wrong, actually. I was gonna say in, like, a CD that I can't touch, so I can help you on your business endeavor. And then when they ask for money, they're like, oh, no, I can't touch it, but I have it. But that's not a good example. So, a lot of them kept... they had, like, abysmal quality. And I'm not the biggest stickler on quality, but I do want my quality when using enemies around. Nah. I do care about my quality. Oh, right, I forgot it restocks. Take this. Because I feel like I've always, unless it's unexpected, in which case, oops, I didn't expect it. I don't always watch back every video I record. But there are degrees of, sorry, not degrees of, I have quality standards. Not the highest quality standards. Like, I know that, sometimes my audio is a little louder. Like, my game audio is a little bit louder or quieter than it should be and stuff like that. Which is something I can work on. But at the end of the day, to me, that doesn't matter as much as because my audio is clean enough. And I know good enough isn't good enough. But I feel I bring a good level of quality to the table with my videos. And I'm not even going to mention, or I guess I'm literally mentioning it, but I'm not going to, like, complain if someone isn't as talkative as I am or something along those lines. Because that, to me, is subjective rather than, like, having a lot of noticeable feedback in your audio. Like on stream and stuff, if you're playing a game, I understand some people's microphones are closer to their keyboards. But when it's like the entire time, and I know you're typing, that irritates me. Because I know they don't care, which is fine. You don't have to. I'm the one recording, not you, so you don't give a shit, which is fine. You're not the one recording. You don't have to give a shit. Because because with it, or recording or streaming, because a lot of the times I am playing with, I guess a mean way to say it is amateurs. Because they don't stream, they don't record, they're like, hey, I'm just playing a game. Who cares if you can hear me type? Which, you know, I'm fine with when I'm not recording or streaming. But when I am recording or streaming, I don't want to hear all your background noise, like, to an excessive degree. I don't want you to be going off on long typing tangents when you're, oh, hell yeah. Give it to me. I haven't had brimstone in a while. At least I don't think I have. I love me some brimstone. Yeah, I don't want to hear you typing. Especially, now, an emergency is an emergency, I don't care. But, someone that I record with, or sorry, someone that I, record with or stream with frequently does a lot with typing. And sometimes it is a colossal issue. I brought it up to them multiple times and they don't care. Which is fine, they don't have to. It's not like, I'm the one who has to make the decision to, if I'm going to invite them on stream, accept the consequences. Because they don't have to do anything they don't want. Just like I don't have to let them on stream. I could then instead only record, or sorry, only play games with them if I'm not on stream. So it's like I still have that control. But it does get a little frustrating with that. And that's just a personal, called bias or whatever. Does this shoot out lasers? Ah, fuck. I don't want to go to Mega Satan. I was literally gonna take Dad's key with me because I can go to Mega Satan. Tammy's head's way cooler. Right now. Sorry, Tammy's head is more fun right now. In my opinion, at least. So I can do stuff like that. Also, I really don't care about going, you know, to Delirium and whatever. I just want to have fun on this run. So, yeah, that's kind of one of the examples of it, is like it sometimes I need to make those decisions, and it's something I'm really bad at, because I look at it and I'm like, well, but I play Monster Hunter with my friend. But it doesn't matter. If I'm trying to grow YouTube and stream, it's the same thing if you have a friend you're working with, like at a job site type of thing. A good friend, quote unquote, will not put you in those situations. Like, if I hire my friend to work for me, he will not slack off and do no work. I'm not saying he's going to be literally the best employee in the world, but they will try. Like, legitimately try. And if they're failing, you have to look at it like a businessman, or however you want to say it. Which is what I'm needing to do more and more. I only have one red heart, so I am going to take it. Because I think it gave me a good amount more damage. No. Flying is awesome. It'll help me out a lot, but no. This lasers is way cool. It's way cool is way cooler. So that's one of the things that I'm personally need to get better on. I try I'm not gonna say I always succeed, but I try to accept blame if I can on problems. Like, if it has nothing to do with me, it has nothing to do with me. I'm not in the wrong. But with these kind of scenarios, like who I want on my stream and stuff, that is my choice. So there's literally no one else to blame but myself. If I make a dumb decision and I invite someone on stream and their audio sucks, I need to make the decision to remove them from stream. Not like in a negative, like, oh, you know, you don't want to be with your friends or whatever. You want to, you know, like, exaggerate the scenario. But you have to make your own decisions. And accept the consequences that come from them. So, that's what I'm getting at. Can go down to 10 keys. Not going down. Oh! Going down to 10 keys. Damn. So that's one of the things I am trying to work on. I've also removed myself from some groups that I was in because I wasn't having fun being in those groups. And ultimately, like I said, I could complain to them because they're not making it fun for me, or, you know, whatever. You have to make your own choices. They're not making it, so I have to be in there. That was really dumb. But that's something I struggle at a lot because I'm very, very social. And this isn't going to be exactly what I mean, but I'm kind of resistant to change. Because when I feel something's good, I don't want it to change. And obviously, hanging out with your friends is something that we all pretty much consider a good thing. But if the people you're spending time with, like, quote-unquote, don't enjoy spending time with you, or however you want to word it, leave. Because being there is not healthy for me. So it's, that is something I've been struggling with, as of late. Because it basically came as a shock, and I had to realize that once again, because this isn't the first time this type of stuff has happened, but once again, I'm sitting, as an analogy, I'm sitting watching other people having fun while not being happy or involved. I think that's literally the one I did over there. Yeah, it is. So you have to take a degree of responsibility in a situation. And that's what I did. So I left the group. I mean, I didn't like fully like make a big stink or anything, but I left the group. I haven't gone back there in like 2 or 3 weeks. There was also a bigger issue when I found out the like degrees of elitism. I know that's is a bad way to word it, but basically found out the degrees of elitism or being like a tight niche thing. I discovered like how bad it had gotten, and I had to analyze that and decide. Also, just as like a reference point, if anyone remembers me talking about that, it was basically the entire group, except for one person, and I got, I'm exaggerating slightly, but they all ganged up on me and kicked me out of the D&D thing we were doing. And that's, after that point, it got me to stop and think. Because none of them stopped to talk to me. While I will admit a degree of blame, because it's foolish not to. Because the nothing is one-sided argument, which is true. They didn't like how I was playing it, and they would not speak to me about it. I talked to them on multiple occasions. If something is bothering you, talk to me. I can't read your mind. I've been trying. But I can't read your mind. So if you don't tell me something's wrong, I can only go off my own hypothesis. At that point, I knew there was something wrong because everyone was being a dick, basically. Like, they were being very short, like, worded type of thing. They weren't engaging me in it when we were playing, and it had gone on for a little while. I'd gotten more... Snappy's the wrong word, but it's like when someone snaps at you, it's like, what? Type of thing. I'd gotten more of those type of responses, or ideas I threw out were just ignored flat. To the degree where it's like almost, even if it's the same thing, or sorry, I would bring up an example and then they'd say, no, that's stupid, and then someone else could bring up literally the same thing. And they're like, hey, that sounds like a good idea. That kind of stuff was happening with it. So, the DM talked to me. He was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. I was like, what, the fact that, everyone wants me to leave? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't a secret. I'm still mad they didn't have the balls to talk to me after they kind of made, like, a huge deal out of, like, well, we need to talk if there are problems. And I was open about things that actually bothered me. Like, there was some minor stuff that bothered me, like, I wonder how this will interact. Okay. Sure. No. I'm too worried about that one, going badly. But yeah, so that was the point, is it was, if there is a problem and you don't talk to me, I'll never know what the problem is. Whoops. And they all talked amongst themselves and came to a conclusion. So, I will admit, I didn't technically get kicked out, but it was basically, you can fundamentally change the way you play the game to match exactly what we want, or leave. Because, this is gonna seem like I'm being a dick, none of them are assertive enough to actually tell me to leave, except for the DM if he was told. So, and the DM was like hinting at it, but it wasn't, you know, quote unquote bad enough, because I basically could have said, I'll just sit in the corner and roll the die, and I could have stayed. Anytime there's a decision that needs to be made, I'll smile and say, yep, you're right, and I could have stayed in it. And so I decided to leave because that's not being involved anymore, in my opinion. Like, I'm not actually playing the game. Because one of the biggest things about D&D is it's about, like, all the weird, cool, personal interactions and stuff you can do. But if having that removed from me is the same as saying you can't play, but we don't want your character gone. Because your character has valuable assets, basically. So, none of them were very... It's not the best way to say it, but very adventurous when it comes to voice role-playing in it. Because they all come from text RP backgrounds, which is fine. You can play it however you want. I wasn't trying to force anyone to do it a lot. But when I'm being more assertive, or like I'm taking control of a lot of things, or whatever, it's because you aren't talking. I'm not just going to, the second you open your mouth, or, because D&D is a lot like, a good, maybe not a good one, but like an analogy to it is it's playing XCOM with someone, or, any game with permadeath, because in D&D, a lot of the time it's permadeath. There are ways to revive people. The level we were at, it would literally be the DM saying, "Yep, some random magician came by and healed you." Sorry, cleric. So, death was permanent. Or it should be permanent. Type of thing. Because we're not even at the level, or it would bankrupt the party to revive someone. Or we'd have to go on an entire mission to revive someone, so someone wouldn't be playing for, like, a month to revive someone. Which, you know, no one would be having fun at that point. Because it's like, oh, I'll just see you guys in a month when you finish the mission and you're, you know, a level or two above me, so now I'm literally just holding back the party. As an example. I'm not saying anyone was, like, pitching a fit about that. So, I was extremely vocal if my character was going to be put in danger. Or I didn't agree with it because I thought it would kill my character. And I was playing a wizard, if you don't know anything. Playing RPG, wizards are frail as fuck. So, I was being more cautious because, except for one party member who was a cleric who specifically did not want to have HP, which is fine, you don't have to. But they chose to be frail for the sake of being frail. Which, once again, is fine. I don't care. Everyone had double my HP. So, when it's something that would... basically, an example would be... we're going to walk into a bar, and what they wanted to do is actively pick a fight that would actually, like, get us into a literal fight, like, swords are drawn. And in that environment, a wizard will die, because there's no, unless I abandon the party, which they had a huge problem with that. They think I should stand and die with them. Even if they're the ones who decide something stupid. It'd be like if I just walk up and punch the king in the face, I don't expect the party to join me in the cellars. Dungeon. Join me in the cellars! So I was trying to be very cautious, and I was letting them know if I'm literally going to lose my character, because how I play, I'm kind of a whiny bitch. If my character dies, like, I basically want to quit, because I don't want to keep recycling characters. I want my character. I put time and effort into my character. I played them for 6 months. If they die, I don't really know if I want to go to a new character, which is fine. Like, then I could step out of the campaign because I don't want to make a new character. That's my decision. And I'm not telling the DM, you can't kill me. And I know that the argument is, well, you're threatening to leave the party if you don't survive. I don't know if I want to play anymore. Sorry. I only wanted to play as my character, not 30 characters. Because we just bull rush and everyone's expendable. Sorry. It goes with so many games. Not everyone in a role-play setting wants to, like, play anything. Like, I'll accept consequences, but if my character's dead, there's no consequence anymore. The character's gone. Sorry, I don't want to die. So I think about self-preservation. If I can help it, like, kind of genuinely, I think people should, because the characters would care about their lives. But what do I know? We'll go help evil dwarves. Which fundamentally goes against my character's beliefs, because they deal in sex trafficking, and the character I made had huge issues with, like, sexual assault and stuff like that. So, that's like specifically why I didn't want him to help, or didn't want to help him, and no one asked me. They just said, no, you're wrong, you're just being lazy, blah, blah. So I'm going to end it with, communication is key. Just like I learned in my, team group, team project, good lord, my team group project, yeah, whatever. If you don't communicate, then nothing will be done. Like, if I don't tell you guys that I'm not gonna release a video for like a month or something, how the hell would you guys know? You wouldn't. So thank you for watching. It's 56 minutes in. I thought this was a really good episode, personally. I was on a roll talking for a lot of it. Let me know, if you made it to this point. Holy shit. Thank you. If you get to, like, this, do you like it when I get on these, like, really long tangents? I think it's fun to do it, especially for, like, Isaac, because everyone already knows, like, all the base things about it. I'm not wondering what the story is, or, you know, trying to come up with strategies, because I know how to play it. And I guess one of the biggest things for why playing Isaac has been so much fun for me is, it's kind of given me, like, a chance to, like, kind of vent and just talk about some stuff that maybe I wouldn't have in other videos. Or wouldn't fit, like, just for argument's sake. One of the videos that's going to be coming out is Sekiro, and while I'm playing that, I'm talking about a lot of the things in game, because it's new to me. But so I don't feel like I could get a 30-minute conversation in talking about this stuff, because excuse me, I'd be interrupted by too much of the game, which is fine. It's not a problem. I love those kind of games, like when they have more story or difficulty or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just works well with Isaac. I know it works well for Northern Lion. That's not why I'm doing it. I just have it. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Isaac videos and other videos. Sekiro will be out soon. It's going to be a 4-part series. It's a weird way to put it. I couldn't play the full game. The PC version was just acting up. So, but that'll be out soon. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm going to end this now before I keep singing like a... whatever. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Okay, bye.